Hey guys, it's Marlo back again with yet another toy review for you guys today, and today I have the Neca Predator Bad Blood 2-pack. In this set you get the Bad Blood Predator and the Enforcer Predator. Now, if you haven't picked up these figures before, they did release these individually years ago. This is a great set to have. If you already have the older figures, this is still a great set to have. I do have both of the original releases, and the thing is, with this new updated release you get a few upgrades. The arms have better articulation. You can see some double hinged joints there. I believe the older ones didn't have that. There might be some other points that are different with these figures as well. I'm not sure if they had the ab crunch or ab joint there, but you can see on this version they're both present on both figures. I could be wrong about that, but those are some of the things I'm thinking of that are different already from the set. And also, I know with my original Bad Blood Predator, he had a lot more blood on him. I don't recall seeing as much purple, so that's quite different on both figures. So again, the paint apps are going to be very different from the originals and these new versions. I believe the older Enforcer, the armor was a lot more clean looking, a lot more bright silver. Here it's a little bit more subdued. I think with the loincloth area, I think that was a little bit darker as well. So again, a bunch of little differences here and there with the original set and this set. And another cool thing about this set in comparison to the original releases, this new set has a helmeted Bad Blood Predator. The original only came with the Unmasked Head, which you can see there. Oops, sorry about the glare. And with the Enforcer, he only came with the helmet. So with this version, you also have the unhelmeted version. So that's a really cool option. And he also comes with a separate helmet, which you can have placed in his hand. So that's a real quick look at the figures and package. Give you guys a good view of the overall package with the artwork. Let's look at the side of the box there real quick. Some images of the Bad Blood Predator. If you want, go ahead and read that. Some images at the back of the box there. Showing some product shots of the Bad Blood Predator and the Enforcer Predator. Again, these are based off of the Dark Horse comic series Bad Blood. Some other images there of some recent releases. A lot of these, it looks like, are based off of the Dark Horse comic series. And there's a little bit of a read-up if you care to read that. Pause the video. And the other side showing images of the Enforcer Predator. So without further ado, let's go ahead and open this package up and take a closer look at each figure out of package. And here we have both of the figures now out of package. So before we take a closer look at each, let's go ahead and look at their accessories. So these are the pieces that go with the Bad Blood Predator. He has this disc right here. Some crazy electrical effects going on there. This bloody sword, machete type thing. The spear. 2 extra hands. These 2 trophy heads. They're all bloody. Let's see there. And this piece, pretty cool. These skulls. This little piece of, looks like a Predator Dread. I think I recall this with the original set too, and I need to reread the story. So if you guys know the significance of this, please let me know. Leave it in the comments below, because I do not remember. And here we have the Unmasked Head. So we did get this version before, so new to this set is the masked or helmeted head there, so that's pretty cool. And again, I recall the original being a little bit more bloody, a little bit more yellow, especially with the skin tone. This seems a little bit lighter than what I recall. So those are some differences there. And moving on to the Enforcer Predator, these are his accessories. Comes with the spear, of course his shoulder cannon, his disc, which is a lot cleaner. Basically his accessories are going to be a lot cleaner overall compared to the Bad Blood Predator. So everything that's a little bit more shiny, a little bit more silver will belong to the Enforcer. He only has one extra hand there for grasping, and what we didn't have before was the Unmasked Head sculpt. So we have this one here. Pretty cool. He has sort of a brownish color to his dreads, so that's a little bit different. And here we go, a closer look at the Enforcer Predator. Alright. So again, with this version, I believe the original was a little bit more yellow. A lot more brighter silver paint apps on the original compared to this version. I don't recall seeing so much purple, or that sort of, yeah, purple color there, so that's really different from what I recall. And the same on this guy. I remember him being a little bit more on the pinkish tone, maybe red, because he had a lot more blood going on with him. But yep. So let me go ahead and apply the accessories, add those onto each Predator so we can take a closer look at each with their accessories. Alright, so I've applied the accessories to each figure. I swapped out the open hand here that came with the figure and package for the grasping hand, so that I could put his machete sword thing in his hand, place the spear at his back, and apply the trophies like so to his waist area. The skulls you just sort of wrap through the loincloth area. Oops. Right here you just kind of work it underneath and wrap it through. So I'll give you guys just a quick look at the figure. Again, with the original versions, they didn't have the ab crunch area there and the double hinge joints at the elbows, so those are neat added points of articulation. Crazy Predator skull, armor there. The back of the figure, you can see where you can place the spear, just run it through. And I'm not quite sure where this cord goes for the helmet. I just sort of plugged it in the back there. There's probably a spot for it, but I can't seem to locate it offhand. So that seemed as good a place as any. Back of the figure, I believe the leg joints are still the same as the original, double hinged. And you can see the heads just hook on to the rope there, the waist. Lots of bones again on his armor, so pretty cool. He has a little nipple ring there. And if you're wondering, the blades do go in and out. If I can get it to work. Yeah, oops. Kind of hard to do this with the one hand, but they do extend. And the wrist gauntlet detonator does open up and close like so. So again, a pretty cool figure. You can see a hint of red in the eye section there. Hopefully that's coming through on the video if I can get it to focus. There you go. Oops. And we'll move on to the Enforcer Predator. Just put the disc in his hand. Switched out the open hand once again that came with the figure and package for the grasping hand, so that I can put the spear in hand. Holds it quite nicely. And of course his blades also do retract and go back in like so. And his gauntlet also does open up. If I can do it. Okay. There we go. Kind of hard again with the one hand to do that, but you can see it does open up that way. See the details there. And just like the Bad Blood Predator, he does have the new ab crunch area and the double hinged elbow joints. Be careful with the tubing, you know, if you extend the arm too much, they might pop out of place. Same with this area with the shoulder and the chest plate. Want to be careful with these. Hopefully they'll just pop out at the ends there if they do, so you can just, you know, do a quick fix with some super glue or something. But it's best to avoid that as much as possible. And again, I don't recall his hair being so brown, so that's kind of different from the original. Definitely a lot more purple than what I recall. And his armor isn't as shiny as what I recall it used to be as well. So there you have both figures. Put them side by side for you guys. Really cool. Let me swap out the heads for both, and then I'll try to insert a photo to give you a comparison of what the originals looked like next to these updated versions. And here we have the Bad Blood Predator with the Unmasked Head applied. Again, a lot more clean compared to the original. No blood on this guy. So I guess in my imagination this is before he went on his crazy killing spree and got the blood splattered all over him. So let me give you guys a shot of him next to the original. I'll just insert a photo next to him, and you can kind of see the differences hopefully with the updated figure here and the original. And moving on to the Enforcer Predator, I switched out the helmeted head for the unmasked head here, and you can see it looks to be pretty much the standard classic Predator head sculpt, just new paint apps. And yep, as for the extra helmet faceplate, it does not fit on the figure, so it's just meant to be held in place. Still a nice little accessory to have. You can see the back of the face mask there, some details, so that's pretty cool. Again, that's just something you can place in his hand, but I can get that to stay again. We'll put it down for now. And for kicks, let me give you guys a look at the original Enforcer Predator, so you can compare how he looked originally. He only came with the biomask. He did not come with the you know, open face or open head here as I have applied. So yep, there you go. You can see some of the difference hopefully. And that's about it, guys. Hopefully you enjoy this quick little review and unboxing of the Bad Blood Predator 2-pack with the Bad Blood Predator and Enforcer Predator. I got this at my local Target store. It came out to, I believe, about $55. A bit on the pricey side, but still pretty cool for what you get here. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, share the video, like the video, and if you haven't already, please subscribe. Take care, guys. Keep on collecting, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.